Keyshaun, it seemed like after the first few series, you were able to, I know they were driving the ball, but it seems like you guys were adjusting well. Just what was the, challenge up front that they were presenting tonight?
Yeah, I think you saw it all game. That quarterback, the +1 run game to a single high defense, it's tough. So we had to make some adjustments. With our front, with our back end, even how this linebacker fitting things. They did a good job. Like we knew all week, they got a job and they do it well. And they did it all game. Like it was just continuous drives. 3 yards, 3 yards, 3 yards, 8 yards. So it's tough to stop that as a defense. There's some things that we got to fix. As players, play violent, play physical, and people all be on the same page and be in the right gaps.
Keyshaun, why do you think you guys have struggled against QB draws this year?
QB draws? Just QB run in total? Yeah, it's a tough run game. You have to have your free safety or one of your extra fitters to come down, fit the hole. Like I said, they're good at doing their job, and they run a stout offensive line. Do well getting up to the second level, so they're collecting people. It's tough to stop.
Malik, can you kind of talk about, obviously with Jordan going down, somebody else needed to step up. You kind of had a career game. Can you kind of talk about your contribution and having that opportunity?
I was blessed to just, be in the game and, contribute. With JT going down, we had to change some things around. So, I just had to play my 111, play my part, and just make the plays when they came.
What do you think prevented you guys from playing more in that first quarter?
Say it one more time.
What do you think prevented you guys from doing more offensively in the first 3 quarters?
It was a lot of things, a multitude of things. I think we just need to stay on the field. We got to convert third downs, and we got to score in the red zone. And that's our Achilles heel right now.
Malik, how do you think you can maybe use this individual performance for you as a building block to be a more involved contributor in the games going forward?
Well, I think I definitely earned some trust within my teammates. It feels good to make plays for the team. When you don't make plays, you just want to do good for the guys. It's a team sport, and I want to contribute any way I can.
Couple more. Keyshaun, what can you say about the physicality of Houston up front?
They're solid. I said they did a good job, collecting blocks. I still think, I know we're the more physical team. At times, that wasn't on what we were putting on film. They were getting up to us, grabbing blocks. But, like I said, they're just a good football team. They're underlooked or overlooked, and, good solid football team that's going to win a lot of games.
Got one more for you guys?
For both of you guys, it's your first time losing at home in the stadium. What's that kind of feeling like processing right now?
It sucks.
yeah, any loss sucks. Especially at home. We don't sell these crowds out to lose. We don't want that as players. On to next week. That's all I can say.
All right. Thank you.